Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
All right, let's start this. What's up, everybody? Sir Aaron Carter here with Before You Log Off, and I'm here, of course. What?
He said it.
What'd you guys pause for?
He said it again.
Terrible. The internationally known Steven Gutierrez is here.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah.
It's your boy.
Yeah.
Hey, demons.
Terrible.
It's me, your boy.
Well, and Demons, it's your boy, Adam PC here.
Hey, yes,
Yeah.
he is here.
And
He
we're
is
on the
nine.
Midnight Q, everybody.
Oh,
That's right.
it's
yeah.
Big Brother After Dark.
We are talking about some very, 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 very sensual things today, everybody.
Grass.
Have you ever been in one of those situations where you have...
That reminded me of your thing real quick. So, you're getting busy with you.
Oh, terrible.
Busy with you, lady.
Terrible. Where you haven't played a good game in a long time? That's a yes from you, Adam, from that
Obviously
reaction.
not.
Yeah, no.
I play good games all the time because it's the same game every day.
That's sad. That's sad.
It's a game called Life.
I got to play a game last night, I believe it was called. I think it was.
It's called Last Night.
Yeah, it was called Last Night. No, I streamed a game like on Thursday or something like that. But it was a game that I actually got kind of hooked on out of nowhere, and it was a free game on the Xbox
Game Pass?
Game Pass. Thank you. And I'm already blanking on the name of the game.
That was that good.
You talking about Moonlighter?
Moonlighter? No, Moonlighter was good. That's two games then.
Okay.
Moonlighter, okay. Let me
I
tell
saw
you.
I watched you play that.
Let me tell you about Moonlighter. Moonlighter is literally a dungeon crawler game where you are a shopkeep. So you own a store.
Good day, shopkeep.
And you sell stuff. But how do you get said stuff? You dungeon crawl for it. So you go into the dungeon, kill monsters, collect loot and stuff like that, take it back to your store, sell it to the people. And I had so much fun with that actual game. That was amazing.
That reminds me of the...
I really RP'd because whenever
feed.
I would go and I would like kill things and I'd bring stuff back, and then when I opened the shop for the morning and people would flood in, I'd be like, "Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, what's going on? How the prices over here? You want some mushrooms, sir?" And then he'd come over. So like the guys,
Like, Rico, is that you?
they'll go over to
You slice out of a bitch.
they go over to the products, and then you see their reaction to the prices. They'll go, "Yeah." And then they'll walk away from it, or they go, "Oh," and then they'll grab it. It's like, "Yeah, right, good prices. Bring it up to the counter." I'll have you. And they do. They just bring it right to the counter, and you got to go to the register and like hit the button. I was like, "This is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to
Like,
be."
Francois, you're picking up the jelly again, huh?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you sell jelly.
It is Tuesday.
I started, and then you can track the prices, like you can see if you're selling it too
He's
much.
very sold on this
Economic
game.
simulator.
It's so good. I swear it's so good. Like you can see if like, oh, the jelly's too high. People are not liking that. Let me bring it down a little bit or whatever. And you have like a little notepad in your inventory that keeps track. Like, hey, last week jelly sold this much at this price. You might want to, keep it there. It's a good, range. Or, hey, people are demanding more weapons. You need to go find more weapons to go sell and stuff like that. Like,
Are you the only general shop
Apparently
/ weapon?
You are, but any money that you get, you can of course invest back into your business to make it bigger, get more tables to put more items on there to sell, or invest into the town.
As they expand,
The town expands
franchise.
as well, where you get more vendors there to get different type of people to come in and stuff like that. And the vendors, of course, will sell you goods as well, armor, swords, to have you do better in the dungeons. So you can go further in.
I was going to say, but you also have to strengthen yourself up. So you can.
Yes, you also have to strengthen yourself. And then there's a pet. I just found that there's a pet farm thing where you can get little pets to go in there with you. I was like, where's this game been? Like, we haven't had this game in, I don't know, because it's already been out for like 2 years, I think. I'm just late to the ball. But I like that. I don't know. I found that game, and I can't remember the other game that I'm playing.
Describe it.
Well, it's just like think about Castlevania. It's a Castlevania type of game where you're doing side-scrolling, you're fighting, and then it's permadeath, though. So, like, you die, and then you get reborn in another body, and you kind of have to...
So it's Arcana.
Make your way. But see, I don't know. This one is kind of hard to explain, only because I had fun. It's like an action an action beat 'em up type of game. Gonna do levels, but that first one that I told
First
you
one
about,
sounds interesting, actually.
man, I'm like, where's the creativity in that stuff?
That reminds me of the anime, how to get a girlfriend in a dungeon or something like
That
that.
anime is good.
How to get a girlfriend in a dungeon?
How to pick up
how to-
girls in a dungeon or something like that.
That sounds very.
If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. I think it's just one season, and the second season is just like from a different point of view. From
We don't talk about a lot of animes on the show, do we?
We do not. I mean, I think it comes up here and there. But
I mean, we're supposed to cover everything, before you log
A
off.
to Z,
But anime seems to slide by the wayside.
Well, when you were talking about that, because the dungeon crawling, the aspect of
I need some anime news websites that I can go to, and then I can start putting those articles in the news.
Oh, that's animenews.com. That's one. That's a good one.
Isn't it Kotaku?
Kotaku is just basically anime, right? It's an anime name. Kotaku, right?
Sure.
Sure, yeah. Why not? Why not?
Oh, it's otaku. That's what I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Damn it.
Damn it. All right.
Kotaku?
Otaku.com. Try that.
That's probably. I feel like that'd give me a lot of.
It might.
The lawsuits
sites.
influx.
Well, it reminds me of, like I said, when I was in high school. I probably told you a story.
1856.
Yes. No lie. This is kind of dating. The internet was new. So my teacher,
born yesterday.
My teacher, who was a police officer or a studying police officer or something like that, he was trying to write a paper on ecstasy. So internet's new. Everything is .com, correct? So he types in, let's see, ecstasy.com. So he clicks that. Whole class is watching, and it slowly loads ecstasy.com. That is not about the drug ecstasy, everybody.
But that was definitely her name.
And what's awesome about it is because it loads so slow and there's no way to get out of it when you're on a Mac, you're just kind of stuck watching that go down. And then the other awesome thing about it is when you hold the power button to turn it all the way off and then turn it right back on, it loads up the exact same website you were just on. So ecstasy.com twice. And yes.
And that's
the story of
the story. All right. Thanks for joining.
How a lot of kids became adults. That's exactly how that happened. But anyway,
It's like what's happening to my pants?
that's terrible. I can't remember what grade I was in. I think I was in the 10th grade. Things were already happening. That's all I'm saying.
So he was like, I think there's something wrong with my pants.
Terrible.
I can't do it in that
Terrible.
voice.
Actually, we got that. Is that your phone? That's
That's my sweet ringtone.
Oh, okay. That's your sweet ringtone. Anyway, everybody, Steven spent hours upon hours working on these
5 minutes.
notes here, and I guess we're going to get to a couple of them. The most upsetting thing is Netflix, and that's what we're going to start talking about. Netflix has decided to take the TV network approach and release things weekly as opposed to all at once.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes.
Well, who cares about Netflix right now? I mean,
But that's with certain things, though.
yeah,
It's not everything.
but once a trend starts, who knows where it goes?
They kind of already been doing that with like their.
Which ones are they?
That Patriot Act thing they release weekly?
Yeah, but Patriot Act, I think, is because they're just still recording the stuff,
I
or
think
they
that-
have to
but that
research
makes
and all that type of
sense.
stuff.
That
Yeah,
makes
so like
sense.
that's fine. I
But,
understand that.
Like the other ones is like the Great British Bake Off. That's kind of weird.
Again,
The
that's
story.
throw that to the side.
It's another one of those like reality like
Yeah,
shows.
if they do stuff like The Good Place, I see on here. Better Call Saul. Well, I mean, Good Place has only got one more season, right?
Yeah, and they're done anyway.
Like the actual narrative shows that you usually do binge. Like I just binged The Good Place. I just binged Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I wouldn't watch it week to week for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's
You're waiting twice. Like, what's the point of you're waiting for TV regular? You know what I mean? And then now you have to wait again, possibly for
yeah.
It
But
doesn't make sense.
Or do they mean that they're going to start releasing it the day that it drops on national television?
Well, they would have to get contracts
And
from
that's what
television.
I don't think they're going to do that though.
Well, what's the point of having Netflix? You might as well get freaking TV.
Might as well. Maybe it's cheaper. Maybe because what Netflix is what $11.99, $7.99, $12.99,
I feel like it's
Just
$15
say
or something.
$10. Well, it's not. Well, how much is cable? I don't do cable.
I haven't had cable in
Exactly. Yeah, we're part of the
20
cord
years.
cutting.
It just depends on your
$175.
package.
I think it's $175.
pretty much. No, that sounds accurate.
That's ridiculous.
So, I mean, it may be a better because if you're only watching a couple of shows,
Did you just sign up for Disney Plus? That was like $3 a month for the next 5 years.
Disney
or some
Plus,
shit.
ESPN, and
Hulu, that whole package. Oh my God.
$12.99. I'm on it.
$12.99, but did you, that like limited time whatever thing that you signed up and it's like $100 for the next like 3 years or some shit?
That you had to go to the.
You had to go to the website or something like that.
I think,
you actually had to be there in person.
I thought you got like a.
He said, "I didn't. I bought it right now."
The guy who was coming to pick this stuff up, he told me, he's like, yeah, paid it, locked it in, already prepaid.
Was he at D23?
No.
You never know. You never know people now. You know.
I don't track him, but
how many dicks did he touch? No, I'm just playing.
23. Dick's 23.
That's terrible. We don't condone Disney penis touching.
Terrible.
No. I don't know. With this, I just don't like the idea of having to wait. Like I said, I binge things. Actually, I kind of binge things that I don't really care about watching. Go ahead.
I watched Orange is the New Black. I think I told you guys several times. Just came out all in a night, and I was like, I got time.
Right?
Just binged the whole damn thing in a night. I would never have watched it if I had to watch it week after week.
If I had to wait? Oh, my God. Especially Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Every episode ends with, like, what the hell's going to happen next, type of situation. And it's not even like I'm that interested in what's going to happen next, but I was just like, I just got to know. Like,
most animes that I've seen, it's because I can watch it all at one time.
Yep.
I still haven't watched the past, I couldn't even tell you, dozen episodes of My Hero because I was doing it week by week, and I was like, I can't fucking.
It's tough, man.
I can't fucking do that. And I was like, have you watched it yet? I was like, no, because I couldn't get in the rhythm of just doing that. I wait till it all comes, it's all done.
Yep.
10 years later, and I go, it's all done? Cool. I'll watch it in that fucking night.
Waited every week for the next episode.
It's I don't
can't do that.
I never did that with whatever show that was out. I never sat there and watched it week by week.
The last show I can remember doing that with is Sons of Anarchy. That was the last show, and that's because
same thing. I stopped doing that when that started doing that. I was not started doing that, but I watched it and I was like, "What? I gotta wait."
Yep.
All right, fuck it. What else do I got going on?
It's tough, especially when you have that option with other shows. That's a tough thing, and for them to come out and be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna do it." That's a bold move by Netflix to take that stand, saying week by week. That's what it is.
Especially after all this, again, like the competition is running heavy right now, and that's
heavy,
and that's the way you want to go. That'll keep everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'll keep you.
Now you have to pay because you gotta. And it's like, exactly. That's the mentality I want to be in.
It's like 7,000 different streaming services is coming. Like freaking, I don't understand why you would do anything to put a dent in your plans.
Again, they already lost me because like there's hella anime, there's hella. They have American Dad, they have Cleveland Show, all that stuff that they took off of Netflix a while back. Like I watch that show daily just as like background noise for the most part. Almost quote every goddamn episode. But Rick and Morty on Hulu and all this stuff, like they've already lost so much in comparison. Like I don't feel like this is the way that.
Well, Hulu's already doing it, right?
Hulu does it with some of their originals, like
Runaways. Runaways does it, and but I think now it's going to be
the second season was all at once.
They're going to drop it all from now on.
And that's the thing. So they're going one way with it. And Netflix is like, all right, we're going to reverse it and go back. It's
it's rumored because it's.
I think
there was a couple of those reality shows that said that they were doing it that way. And then people freaked out thinking this is the model now.
I feel reality shows need to go that way, though. That's fine with reality.
I don't even know how reality shows are still relevant.
It's reality.
I don't.
It's not fake. It's
real. This isn't 2003.
It's real.
You need to know what the British are baking.
Do you ever watch those? What are those single houses or something like that, where everybody in the house is single? All fantasy
Real Housewives, Orange Grove.
Everybody's single. He goes Real Housewives.
Orange County?
Well, it tells you how much I know about these things.
Say your idea of single is skewed. That's what that is.
Oh. Are you talking about the
single
I saw Road Rules.
No, and that's horrible. I saw one that was I think everybody in the house was bi, right? And they just threw like men and women all in there, right? And I was just like, everybody, it's just orgy. Just have an orgy. Why don't everybody just have an orgy?
And it's a game called Who's Got the STDs?
It's one. It's a secret. Nobody knows.
I was like, that's a cool little concept. But I don't see anybody actually making any connection if that's what they were trying for.
I swear to God, it's that they just raffle it. They're spinning the thing. They reach in there and go, all right, bisexuals, let's make a show about it. Why not?
And the twist is... known serial killer.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's hide him in there.
I watched at least 3 episodes of it.
Oh my God.
It was interesting. I liked the atmosphere. I was like, is she gonna go this way? No, that way. Is you like him? Her?
I still can't
what's
believe
going on.
You're teetering.
I still can't believe that we all got behind the greatest race. What was that?
The greatest race.
Where the two
Black people?
they put. So that's one way to go with it. The
Wrong.
where
Terrible.
couples, groups of people.
Amazing Race?
Amazing Race. Thank you.
That was interesting.
People loved it for no damn reason.
No,
And
there was a reason. You know why? It's like watching car crashes. They wanted to see which couples were going to break down because that's testing their limits with each other.
dumb.
I mean,
And then what's the other
Survivor
one?
has like 40 seasons.
The Bachelor. Jesus
The
Christ.
Bachelor every year is ridiculous.
This is dumb.
Let's all see this one dude bang 40 chicks.
I don't.
There's a Bachelorette now. They got
Let's
the
watch this
because
one
it was
girl
so
bang
successful,
all
they're
40
like,
dudes.
they got the flip. Is
let's face
Survivor
it.
still going?
She's the whore.
Dude,
Okay.
Survivor's
Terrible. You're
like
horrible.
the original.
They're still doing it. They just stopped filming. So
They're just on an island.
They're leaving people on the island.
So are they dead? You know, the whole cast.
they're
All
still
of them?
recording. They're just waiting for it to make a big
So this
comeback.
is Survival 30. So
Naked and
We'll
Afraid
see
is a good
30
one.
years.
Have you seen that one? Naked and Afraid, where they drop the two people
don't-
off.
I
that are
don't-
just
butt ass naked.
I don't
naked.
do these things. I don't
So-
watch this.
that one.
That's pretty good.
That one you should watch, where they just drop the two people off naked and they have to like meet each other, survive, and for the time being.
Reproduce.
No.
because a lot of
They
them
have
go
to-
in. They're like, "Yeah, I just got married, and now
Yeah.
I'm go look at this dude's dong for 5 years."
There was one where it was this guy who was just like, I'm a man's man type of dude. Like, if I get hit with a rock, who cares? I'm a man. I can take this. And he was paired with this, like, I think she was like a nurse, like an herbalist nurse or something like that. I'm not sure. But he cut himself when they were like trying to fish or something.
Oh God, I'm dying.
But no. He just kind of refused medical. She's like, I can help you. Like, I know how to treat that wound.
Yep.
Like, and he's like
Gangrenous.
profusely bleeding. He's like, no, I got this. I'm a man. I was in the Marines. It's like,
So that's how you lose limbs, or
you're dying right now. Like,
Said you nicked.
do you
an
know
artery.
why paper clips would kill people back in the day? Just one touch, up. Well, you're splinters.
and it's like
Splinters, man.
I think they went like a few days without eating, and they found some slugs, and they were like, oh, this is great. This is protein.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, what is
I've
that? Oh, that's
seen
the Harry
one of
Potter
those.
thing. That fucks me up,
The
man.
dude was
He's
like,
vomiting.
he was
Ron?
the same way, but they put him on an island, and this is like a really pale white dude.
He
And
got sunburn.
The third day, he had to tap out because his sunburn was so bad
Hey,
that they had like emergency.
I
to
know
back him out.
exactly what that's like.
And the girl was there by herself
not.
for the rest of the
I do
rest
not.
of the
I think I
time.
know which one you're
And
talking about with the
she
girls by
did it.
herself.
She
Yeah,
did it.
I think I know exactly which one. Yeah. It's a good show. You should watch. It's reality, man. It's
pretty
reality.
good.
This is what I'm talking about. You're the problem.
If you could
two
make
are the
a
problem.
reality
right
show, Adam, then that would interest you, what would it be?
now. What was that? That animated show where they put all the drawn together.
So just a whole bunch of stereotypical cartoons living in a house.
So we say a reality show,
And
and
you
you
go
go
cartoon.
cartoon.
But in real life.
but there's
Yeah.
Heck, I'm in a fantasy world.
it's so
I can't
terrible.
have
It's
my
called
cartoons in real life.
Fantasy.
Well, if Netflix does that,
No,
they're gonna have some trouble.
So we started watching an episode or two of Freebirds, Jailbirds, something like that.
I was
It's
gonna say the burrito place. And
it's
Freebird?
Jailbirds, possibly. It's about the Sacramento prison.
oh
and
yeah, I
it's
saw
the-
my sister
the
wanted me to
jail?
watch that
I
one.
thought you were gonna say something different. Yeah,
No,
my
no,
sister
no.
was in there, and I was.
It's called Prison Birds.
No, I know exactly what he's talking about though. It's actually
Jailbird.
pretty. I heard it's supposed to be good, right?
Jail.
It was interesting, but I'm sitting there. I'm just waiting for someone to pop up that I know. That I'm just like, oh yeah,
Cliff.
That's right.
What is he doing in there? Cliff is in jail.
And I'm
for-
watching it, and it's
Whoa! Where
It's-
did Cliff go?
it's the dumbest thing because fights start because the cameras are there.
Well, yeah.
Everyone's spicing it up for the screen and
You
stuff.
gotta get
And
that
I'm like,
airtime, baby.
the second you put a camera in there, it's no longer reality.
It isn't. Yeah. It's. You have to do it to where there's hidden cameras everywhere, but nobody knows. Like nobody
Isn't
knows.
And you
That's
can't do
90
that
days
because
in?
that's illegal.
Exactly. So
There's
I
a
tried
show
it.
called 90 Days In. Where
yeah,
they're
but
in, like the
but,
prisons.
but like he
right?
said, somebody knows there's a camera in there.
60 days in?
Like the guy that they put in the prison, he
Oh.
knows there's cameras all around. That's the thing. And I think some of the guards may know too.
Do you know why?
I mean, not guards, but the
They-
prisoners. Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be interesting.
Yeah.
Nothing would happen.
You never know. Could be a shanky in it too.
That's why everyone watches with the fucking World Star and all that shit, because that's just legit. That's just shit happening, and you caught it in the right time.
yeah.
Not let's make shit happen.
Or like that video I sent you guys on Twitter of the girl crashing on her Instagram
Oh,
live.
damn.
You haven't seen that? We'll show you after the show. If you just look up Instagram live car crash if you're listening. hilarious because it's devastating for her. But she's 100% all right. She like, well, I mean, mentally she's not, but physically she looked like she was 100% all right. So yeah, that's reality shows.
So
everybody.
That's Netflix, guys.
Netflix, everybody in a bubble. You know, right? That's what that is.
So don't worry though, because like Stranger Things and all those shows are gonna be fun.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. So
they're gonna be fine.
Shows like Stranger Things, created by Netflix, not picked up by Netflix.
Yeah.
So they couldn't go to Hulu because Netflix
that
owns
belongs to the Flicks.
But I mean, like the director, the whole team could just move to Hulu, for example.
I mean, if they made them an offer or something, they just replace the director.
It's just the whole team and everything would just move.
Oh, you think the actors and everything would move over there too?
They don't own it. Netflix owns it.
So they can go over there and be on a show called Weirder Stuff.
Oh,
and it's not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they couldn't sell the rights to the show. That all the actors, the whole team, cast, crew.
Yeah, they probably could, if they wanted to. Yeah, I mean, but that's one of their major hitters. They're never going to sell that. They're
I'm just saying if they go under in the next, I don't know, 12 months.
That's their cash cow. That brings in stuff.
I haven't seen it.
A game. They got a video game. They got a D&D board thing. They got comic books.
I've seen stuff, Steven. All right,
Netflix
I haven't seen
this. Netflix is a little petty because as soon as Disney was like, we're going to come up with our own thing, they were like, well, you can't have your shows.
Oh, and you know what that sound means, everybody?
It's dance break time.
That means we're changing subjects. That's what that means. And I don't know. Actually, we're going to talk about Mr. One Hideo Kojima. If you haven't heard about his latest tweet or whatever that thing was, I think it was on IGN or something like that, right?
I believe it was on Kotaku.
It's on some website. He said there's going to be an extra easy mode in his new game called what the hell is it? Phantom Break? That's not the name.
That's definitely not the name. But
Point
now
Break?
I can't think of it because your stupidity has fucked me up.
Mind freak. So you do it right there. You say the wrong thing.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Okay.
Anyway.
I came back.
You couldn't think of it either.
That would have taken me the longest time.
So yeah, Death Stranding is going to have an easy mode if you don't really like video games, but you like movies, because he's a director, all right? Here's his quote. Hideo Kojima says Death Stranding will have a very easy mode. Oh, that's the quote right there.
Oh my God. The buildup.
I mean,
that's geared towards movie fans and people who don't play games.
I feel like they should have just compiled a bunch of
cutscenes,
98% cutscenes, and just said
that is all his games. I don't understand the fandom that loves his stuff so much. I've played Metal Gear Solid. I've played at least 2 Metal Gear Solids all the way through, and I was like, "This is 90% movie, everybody. Like, this is just a giant movie. Why?"
Did you play 4?
Why? No, I didn't play 4.
Well, then you didn't play the movie.
Terrible. No. Okay, 3. Which one starts with the burning building, or like you're inside of a burning house or something like that?
That's
is that 4?
Phantom Pain. That's 5.
Okay, so that's 5. I think I watched somebody playing that on YouTube, and it was like 30 minutes before he did anything with a controller. He was watching a movie the whole time, and I was like, "When do you press a button? Like anything?"
He pressed start.
Oh. Yeah, and then waited.
It's fine.
Waited.
That's what you do when you watch a DVD.
I was like, this is ridiculous. Why are we
playing it for the story?
No.
But when does it's all story. It's not a.
There's no game, and I was just like,
I mean,
then why do we have games like what's that stupid Heavy Rain and what's there's horror story?
Those they have quick time events on those, where it's like you're walking to the shower and then you press A to turn on the shower. It's boring, yes,
but those are all narrative
driven. At least you get to press buttons. Yeah. On this one, you sit back and you watch.
You could skip cuts.
I mean, I like a good movie, and I like a good movie you can interact with, but not one that you just sit in 45 minutes so you go, okay, cool, to the next cutscene.
I timed it because I was looking and I was like, I'm at the 30-minute mark. This man is not pushed a joystick or anything like that. He hasn't moved. He's in a burning building. A whole bunch of action stuff is going on, right? It's cool. But he's doing none of it. So I'm like a quick time event would be cool if they had like the Resident Evil 4 cutscene where you're knife fighting and you have to press the button and
but see, if
the
you
different
die,
direction.
Then you have to start the cutscene all over again.
Well, then stop making so many damn cutscenes that are movies.
Just let people have this, Aaron.
No, that excuse.
Just let people have it.
That excuse I'm tired of. Let people have this.
Let them have
Wake up, people. You're sheeple.
You're sheeple. That's what I was going for.
You're sheeple. That's terrible.
guys literally just said the same thing.
I was like sheeple.
So who's
Sheeple. And he was like
doing this
sheeple. I
He's
said,
knowing
yep.
what's going on.
Mind Connect.
He knows what's going on. So are you buying Death Stranding when it comes out?
No.
Exactly. Exactly. Defend it to the death.
Because I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, no one knows it
So
about.
it's all about story. Are you gonna get it? Hell no.
Because I don't know the story.
Because I don't know the story.
Did you see any of those cutscenes? Or
Yeah.
any of the yeah, it's the most confusing
Thought it
pieces
was-
of crap.
That was a movie.
First
Yeah.
of all, this is beautiful.
Phantom babies
Beautiful
going around, fetuses
Cutscenes.
cutting.
I'm talking
you
about
know.
just graphics. Graphically,
They just
It is a
make
beautiful game.
then just you know what this is going to be the equivalent of Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. That's exactly what this game is going to be.
no,
the
because
equivalent of.
I think this game would at least give people more pleasure than
That's
Final Fantasy.
disgusting.
You know what?
Spirits Within.
No, I'm telling you,
I'm gonna have to retire from the show.
this is why I
Keep
think
beating on my shit.
This is why I think it's surrounded by a franchise that's highly liked, correct? And when it comes out,
I would say a developer.
well,
That's
the Metal Gear series
It's
is
not
like,
his. That is Konami's property.
but it's still a franchise that people like. That's what I'm saying. Look, it's made its way into other franchises like Smash Brothers, and people are hyped about it. Like anybody see the little
Yeah,
we did
but
the story last time about.
It's going more off of his success with making that game than
But-
the game's success.
But can we agree that Metal Gear Solid is a popular franchise?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not talking about how this game is going to be perceived. I'm talking about just the franchise itself. Just like Final Fantasy, before Spirits Within came out, and it was a popular franchise. Everybody liked it.
Piece of shit.
Yes, it was. And
For Adam, it's the opposite. He's like, Spirits Within, I'll buy number 10.
Hey,
Sold. And then never picked up the joystick.
that's one of the funniest things you've ever said. Hey, it had Buscemi,
I
okay?
imagine the counter right behind him as he swiped his card. Just ding.
He said, so what's making you get this game? Spirits Within,
It's
bro.
not the best movie.
That's horrible.
Spirits Within.
Oh, that movie was terrible. So yeah, Death Stranding. I'm sorry, guys. I will if it comes out and it wins Game of the Year. There are psychedelics in the TVs that it's pumping into people's brain.
But now you can actually see what the game's about by watching it all the
Oh, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna watch somebody go through a whole playthrough.
Well, okay, so what's the difference
Between?
between watching somebody play this on Twitch or just, I mean, besides buying it for 60? I answered my own
There
question.
you go. Buy it for $60.
I mean, yeah,
watching it
That's a
yourself.
very good point.
And
I
maybe
can-
have minimal.
The entire
interaction
experience
with
will
the
be
game.
on Twitch.
There's no purpose. So one person needs to buy this, and then everybody else just watch it.
Isn't that what that dude does for the Super Bowl? He just holds a controller and pretends he's playing it and lets everyone watch the Super Bowl.
Exactly, and just has everybody watch them. Or UFC fights. I've seen
Yeah.
that happen too.
On,
Yeah. So then I will watch Twitch, hold a controller in my hand, and
It's not even
got
plugged
it.
in.
and show
Got
it to
it.
the world.
Got it. It's wireless. Got it.
So you're letting your younger brother play it.
So go ahead, buy a controller because it's about the same price, or it may be cheaper, and watch it
I don't know,
on
controllers
Twitch.
are expensive these days.
It depends on which one you get. If you get like the little fancy, what is it, the Pro Xbox controller where they got the little paddles on the bottom and
I
stuff.
do want that controller, but I don't want to pay that price.
For what though? Like,
I just like the way it looks.
oh, okay. All right. I thought you were trying to be a pro gamer or something. Like, yeah.
No,
He's like, I need to get to these buttons
So
faster.
it just looks sweet.
so I know what I'm about.
What do we got? Xenoblade Chronicles is getting a remake on the Nintendo Switch. Was this part of the Direct?
It was.
Then let's just go into the Direct. Nintendo Direct, everybody. I don't know why you didn't watch this, Adam, because you should have. You have a Switch, and Nintendo is all about
And I get excited about everything that comes out on the Twitch.
the Twitch.
The Twitch? The
Yes,
Switch?
the Switch.
Sorry.
Got it?
My head's into.
Okay.
Are they bringing Twitch out on the Switch?
Do they not have it already? Can you not watch that?
I guess not.
Should be able to stream.
Trying to
it
save,
while you're doing it.
trying to save myself.
Everything announced during today's Nintendo Direct. Not today, because this article came out a few days ago.
I think
Today's
Direct
a couple
was
days ago.
technically Wednesday.
It was Wednesday, correct. So Nintendo Entertainment Online is going to bring you some more games, of course, that you can download straight to your Nintendo Switch. They got Breath of Fire, which actually I like that franchise. That's not a bad franchise.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah. These are going to be the Switch Online things.
The
It's only one.
originals or Super Nintendo.
There's
okay.
only one I'm looking for you to say, but keep going.
Okay, so you're looking for Brawl Brothers. This is for Super Nintendo. This is the games that are coming out on Super Nintendo for the Switch.
The Wii Shop, basically.
Yeah,
right?
Wii Shop, basically. And then I think they're doing upgrades, right? Because these games have like small upgrades to them.
I don't know 100% on that. I didn't
Little
really
Say
X
yes.
packs?
We'll just say yes.
So we're going with yes, and it's official.
That's awesome, but I don't know.
So Super Tennis, Super Puyo 2, not 1, 2. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Nice.
Mario Kart. Or excuse me, Super Mario Kart.
Super Mario Kart.
Everything was super in the
Hey.
damn. So just insert super
Just,
on there.
just know that there's super there.
Exactly. Super Earth Defense Force, Star Fox, Kirby Dream Land 3, Joe and Mac, number 2, Demon Crest, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Pilot Wings, Stunt Race FX, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh, excuse me, Super Ghouls in Ghost. My bad.
Completely.
Super Ghouls.
Go back.
Yeah, they're inside Ghosts. Stunt Race. Okay, I said that one. Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Soccer. All right, and Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Wasted time.
That's it. What were you looking for?
No, I was waiting for the next part
Oh, Dark Cloud.
of what's coming up.
It's not coming.
Oh my
It's
god,
not
if it
coming
did.
on.
Oh my god.
It's
Dark
not coming
Cloud.
out. What else did they announce? They announced a couple of new fighters for the Super Smash Bros, which actually not bad for.
That was the whole point of that, right? That is that all they were going to do is update with new fighters and stuff. Yeah.
This was going to be the salad bowl, and they were just going to keep throwing ingredients in.
Yeah.
there, which is I think like
For Super Smash.
for Super Smash Brothers.
Smash
but I feel
Bros. Infinite.
I feel like that's the way to go with certain things. Street
With
Fighter,
fighter
do it.
games.
Yeah.
All you have to
what
do
are
is
doing.
the graphics and what they're at the pinnacle. I don't think they're going to do too much more with what they're doing with that.
Yeah.
So it's just the arenas, the characters, the items. Like as far
Because
as
Lord knows you don't want like a picture-looking Mario, like real dude.
I think it's a balance issue.
I've seen that picture.
Well, you can
People are just
update
like-
that stuff though.
People are just like, I don't want to balance this character right now. Fuck it. We'll have 9 characters.
Yeah, that's patches. That's
Yeah,
I
patches.
know. I understand this.
Do you?
Yes. Yes, Adam. I do.
And like I
They don't
say,
understand.
perfect it, make it more towards esports if you want to, and then just keep dropping characters from everything. So they announced Terry Bogard from SNK
That's
fame.
his
I just
frickin'
saw that
name.
picture.
Yeah, I was hyped when I saw that one. I was like, let's go. SNK finally getting some love. Never gets love in anything. Like, what's the last SNK thing that you've seen?
Street Fighter.
That's Capcom.
It's the better game. Why would you play it
Exactly.
now?
But SNK has
Doesn't answer the question.
SNK has iconic stuff on it.
Street Fighter.
Metal Slug series, SNK.
Street Fighter.
King of Fighters,
Street Fighter.
terrible. Fatal Fury.
Street Fighter.
I
Fatal
think
Fury's Capcom.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually, isn't Fatal Fury like an SNK?
no, they did
Or
SNK
is it-
versus.
okay,
yeah,
that's what I'm
that's
thinking
what you're
of.
thinking of.
there was one thing I was excited that is coming out on the Switch.
Oh, Animal Crossing.
You
It's
piece of
Xenoblade
shit.
Chronicles getting
Is that what? You,
the
I don't know.
definitive edition.
What are you talking about?
The picture I sent you guys the other day of
Oh, that is in the notes here.
Kyle
Star Wars.
Catan.
Star Wars Episode 1 and 2 Jedi Knight Outcast. Yeah, Star Wars is coming back on there. So you're getting the Jedi Academy and the Jedi Outcast 2. Or
I'm-
Jedi Knight
Is that-
Outcast.
I'm pretty stoked
So
to be
where
playing.
Andre 3000 is the main character.
That is when Kyle Katarn is the main character
Big
of
Boy
1. No.
Andre 3000.
And then Jade-
Jaden Smith is the main character of the second one. Or
What
the
was
Academy.
what was his friend's name? The little bitch boy.
And he's the Disney voice actor.
He's in everything.
Yeah, he's in everything. Crap. Rosh? Was it? No.
That sounds accurate.
I can't remember.
I know, but I fucking hate him.
I cut his arm off. Did you cut his arm off?
Yeah, killed him. Right? You can
You
kill him.
killed him? I didn't kill the guy. I mean, he
Hell
was a
yeah.
dick, but
He tried to kill you from moment one that you met him.
yeah, that is true. No, he didn't try. He just
He just
wanted to
turned
beat
he turned the robot onto Skywalker level, and somehow you beat it. Like
So,
it's no
you're in
biggie.
a like race thing in the Jedi temple because you're both training and you have to fight an android, and he turns your android up to Luke Skywalker's training thing, even though you're a low level Padawan. But you win.
I don't think you're nothing. I don't
You
think you're
win.
anything.
I mean,
That's the. He tried to kill you. That thing could have killed
he
you.
didn't. He could have killed
Yeah.
you, but he wasn't
No,
doing it to
if
kill
I
you. He's
remember
doing it to
correctly,
win.
you were totally able to die from that thing.
Yeah, you
so-
were definitely able to die from the thing, but and then the slow motion deaths.
yeah, I loved it. Terrible.
I would always turn the camera around so it looks like the Matrix. It was a good game. It was a good game. I'm surprised.
I'm really stoked to play that on the Switch. Actually,
It sucks that it's not coming out on
because
everything else.
It sucks that it's not like upgraded graphics.
Yeah, why not?
I am usually big for that, but I'll take it. I'll take it nonetheless because I really enjoy the fighting.
Well, because now you get to
The
play
fighting
5
aspect of it?
games instead of
Terrible.
3.
And there's still games from the 90s.
In the times of where they're bringing, like, the funniest meme, what is it? Tool is number 1 on Spotify right now.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, everyone's playing World of Warcraft
Classic,
right now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Aladdin,
the movies, think about
Aladdin and
Terminator's
Lion
out.
King and all this stuff. It's
Yeah.
like all this stuff they're rehashing. I'm like, man, they haven't made a fucking Jedi Knight Academy 3 or some shit going on.
Well,
like
see, the thing I think is interesting is, like they don't talk about this lore anymore. Like they're, because that's not a part of the whole lore. Like Kyle Katarn was in like books and stuff, right? Like he was mentioned in a whole bunch of other stuff because they were like, now that's legend. But now they're bringing out these games, like reintroducing these games and stuff like that.
Yeah, just make money.
like I said, I mean, they're just rehashing all the stuff or just literally.
Because who owns these now? Because this was LucasArts, right? So Disney owns.
Yeah. Disney owns all this. Yes. LucasArts is gone. There's no more Lucas.
Well, I know.
Lucasfilms is still in business. Yeah. There's no LucasArts, which is the
video game division.
So when I was streaming the other night, I believe Lost Sheep in chat was asking me. He's like, if you could be any Star Wars character, who would you be, or would you just be yourself in the Star Wars universe? And of course, because I love myself, I was like, I'll be myself in the Star Wars universe. That's who knows what I'm capable of? I might have midichlorians in my blood. Who knows? We don't know this. You never know. But I said if I had to choose,
Aaron just fucking mopping the fucking floor.
Oh boy.
So I was like, if I had to choose a character, though, I was like, I'd probably
go Chewbacca.
I'd go Kyle
Mace
Katarn.
Windu.
No, I'd go Kyle Katarn because he's not. He doesn't sway to either. He's not like full blown Jedi. Like I have to wear the robes and I have to.
You know what?
Saying
Did you play? I know you talk about with D all the time. Did you play the game or did you watch?
Yeah, no. I played because before I met. No, I knew Dominique at the time, I guess, but I've played the game. Like I played all the way through.
So you know who Jolie Bindo is?
Yes, yeah.
You're the perfect Jolie Bindo because
Yeah,
he's a great Jedi. He's just old crotchety. He's like, I don't go one way or the other. I know what's good. I know what's bad. Sometimes you got to do bad.
Katarn is cool.
I know you have a hard on for Katarn,
I mean,
but
he's cool.
I'm sorry. 412 years old. You should be Jolie Bindo. That's
Like
what
the dope thing was that's terrible. That's terrible. The dope thing, like I remember playing Jedi Outcast 2, and of course you're Kyle. But then when Academy came out, and I got that game, and I was like, he's my master here. Yes, I get to create a character, and he's the boss. Let's go. I want to learn everything. Let's do this. And those games are amazing. I don't understand why they didn't upgrade them. That's the thing. But it does bring another question because Lost Sheep was all about Star Wars the other night. Like he was. So, and I wanted to pose this one to you, Mr. Star Wars 3.0 average in all Star Wars lore.
I'll take it.
Terrible. The new characters.
I think he was forgetting he was talking to you.
The new characters, Finn, Rey, and Pog. What's his name? Poe Dameron. Got it. First try. I said I equate those to a Luke, Leia, and Han. That's what I think.
And that's what kind of go for the trio kind of thing.
But what would you link those three? Like who's Luke, who's Leia, and who's Han? Like who's playing?
Yeah,
the
so
role?
they did it weird. So as far as I'm concerned, Rey would be the Luke character.
Right? Yeah, that's where I match those two.
Poe is obviously going to be Han.
So then, who? Why is what? That's why because this is where we got to because he was like, you should be Finn in the universe, and I was like, what's Finn's purpose?
He's the.
I
feel like
they were going based off skin tone.
I understand. That's what I answered with, but I'm like, in the Star Wars movies, what is Finn's purpose?
So I think from all the going back to when the previous first came out and all this stuff, like you thought Finn was going to be the
Jedi, right?
The Jedi.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he used as far as I'm concerned,
you didn't think? How did you not think? Steven is giving the grimmest face over here.
I didn't think
he was holding
it was
a lightsaber.
It was all about him, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh no, it's about her over there.
Like literally in the trailer, the very first trailer, they kind of rarely showed Rey doing any type of Force anything. They were showing him gearing up to fight Kylo in the snow, and like I was like, okay, Black Jedi. This is clearly Mace Windu's son.
As soon as I saw her, as like the first shot that I seen, I just remember, or that I can remember, is just her in that desert with the fucking staff thing. And I was like, there's your main character. There's probably going to be your Jedi. That was my thought.
100% the entire time. I thought he was going to be the.
I thought he was straight the one.
Even like partway through the second one, I was like, when is he going to start using the Force?
Yeah.
First of all, it's Hollywood. Second, he's black.
Well, different.
Give him any power.
It was different.
At all.
It was different
Come on,
directors
man.
and stuff
Rookie
too. So
move.
That's true, but
Rookie mistake.
But see, the reason why I thought like beforehand, I was like, okay, he's on the dark side initially, I guess, but not like the dark side, but just with the Republic or whatever, and this Force awakening type of thing happens, and that's why he breaks out of the mind control or the sheeple attitude with the stormtroopers, and he kind of goes on this path. That's what I initially thought, but they just kind of steered it all away. And
he was introduced.
I seen him as like a Han.
Because you didn't meet her
Poe
until.
Dameron's Han.
No. The only reason is because he's kind of a d bag. Because I'm just going based off of him being part of the
Smart aleck.
part of
Okay.
no part of the with bad guys.
That's Poe.
Poe.
Yeah,
The
Poe
pilot, the one that's part of the resistance.
Yeah, he's definitely the smart aleck there.
No, I'm not saying that. That's him saying smart aleck. That's
Okay.
Adam saying
All right,
smart.
all right.
I'm saying because he started off on the bad side.
Okay.
You know, Han was kind of a smuggler, not the honest of people, right? So that's where I based my thing. Like, okay, and then now he's kind of going through this like he can like almost like a redemption arc, if you will, like small kind of instead of being about himself. Now he's about
Finn is Sakura.
I hear. How dare you? He is.
He's Leia.
He
I'm
is.
sorry. He's 100% Leia.
No, yeah, I understand.
Like
I hear what you're saying, Steven.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. It was just like
Well,
he has that.
in the first movie, he was like the main character-esque, other than pretty much Poe,
But he
for the
was,
first like
all
20
about
minutes.
himself though, like he was looking out for himself. He just wanted to get the hell away from whatever federation. Or
I mean, he was trying to find
him.
himself after
Yeah, because they
After
deleted
he met-
who he
after
was.
he
so, I
met
mean,
the Luke Skywalker of the people, and
it's
then
like-
he was like, okay, there's other things besides myself.
I'm sorry, they gave him a lightsaber, so they were trying to treat
Yeah,
him
when
like
you throw a
something
lightsaber
special.
in somebody's hand, it's
But
kind
once,
of Jedi.
But isn't it like once Disney got a hold of it, like anybody could just pick up a fucking lightsaber? It's not like
No, anybody could pick up a lightsaber still, right? Before Disney got a hold of it.
I thought with Jedi, like you had to be trained.
I mean, Grievous was technically trained, but
I thought it was just a weapon. You press a button, light blade comes out.
it's the
You're just not
the
good.
difficulty of it. Of
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you're not good with it, but
Oh, see, I thought in the
it's not
original
like
you
Blade's
had to
weapon
be-
where you touch it and your hand falls off or
yeah,
something like that.
it's a gun. Anybody can use it. People that are trained with it use it well.
See, I get that sense now more with these newer movies than I did with the older ones.
I don't know. Again, from the previews and for the first like 20 minutes of the movie, I was like, him, and then all of a sudden it was her. So clearly she's the Jedi, so she's Luke. Poe is the badass pilot, fucking cool guy. So
Solo.
that's,
Should have known as soon as she had like any type of android robot with her that she was going to be the main character.
I don't know.
Come on, guys.
I thought honestly, I thought they both were going to be. And
But you know why? You know why we probably thought that? Because we thought it was going to be a different movie. We thought it wasn't going to be regular Star Wars.
and that's our fault because
that's our
Because you were
fault.
looking too much into the extended.
well, no, because
No, we
Like
were looking
hoping
into.
that
we
was
were
gonna
expecting
be-
they would
No.
do something different.
We were expecting a new director,
And they
new
blew up
writers,
another goddamn
a
Death
new-
Star.
a new story. That's what we thought. This is it.
They
Literally
made a
is.
millennial Star Wars. is what
Yeah,
they did.
that's all they did. They just kind of remapped
with
told us-
angsty
it was,
Kylo Ren.
It ain't broke, so we don't need to fix it. I understand it, but as moviegoers or as people that are looking at something new, you're thinking, okay, new story. I'm gonna go in there, not just new visuals, same story. It was Avatar to Pocahontas. That's basically what it was. Reskinned, repackaged, same BS. That's kind of what it was.
They repackaged all three movies to catch you up, basically.
I'd be Darth Revan, by the way, to answer that.
You'd be Darth Revan.
Or I'd be Revan, and
I was gonna say because he goes both ways, right?
well, that's disgusting. But
Is he dead now?
Not if you're on that reality show.
he or she, depending on what you pick. By going from the second one, Revan went to the outer rim of edge of space for whatever threat. So,
like a job out there at the outer rim.
so from what they kind of
They got dental out there.
what they hint at is that Revan, you know the game,
Yeah.
the ending.
Yeah.
So Revan was preparing an entire force to fight against an unknown enemy
At the outer rim.
at the outer rim. So that's where he
His
went to the edge of space
outer
to
rim job.
prepare. That's disgusting. Went to prepare for all this stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, not dead. But I just think looking back at the first one where you get to make that choice. Like you've already done all this shit, you're already strong as fuck, but you don't know it, and now you get to pick that path of where you want to go. I think that's dope.
Well, there you have it, Revan.
So,
Steven,
what's Jar Jar Binks or what?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So you know what?
Hands down, the best character.
That's a racist character. Anyway,
I didn't say he wasn't.
so that one will be out September 24th. So it's coming out pretty soon here, sir. The Star Wars, dual package.
I just like using the dual lightsabers and just letting them float around my fucking.
Just keeping like swirling all around and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty cool. They're also getting Overwatch, of course, to the Nintendo Switch.
Forgot about that.
Another big one, which actual motion controls with certain characters, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, they showed it in the trailer, which is okay, cool.
It might get me to play it. I don't know.
Divinity Original Sin 2, which seems like that game releases every year for some reason.
It's got a cult following or something.
What else is coming out? Game Freak's town is now called Little Town Hero. The main character's name is Axe. He doesn't even have one, is what they're saying on
It's
here.
made by Game
He uses
Freak,
a gun.
Yeah,
So it's the Pokemon developer making this one.
cool.
It's about time they made a different game.
Nah, they're gonna live and die on Pokemon. That's what's gonna happen.
Until this picks
fucking
up
would.
and then
You're making-
Pokemon dies out.
They're making a ridiculous amount of money.
Super Kirby Clash is gonna be a free-to-play Kirby game that's coming out on there.
Free to play, interesting.
Yeah, Animal Crossing New Horizons
Piece of shit.
is basically The Sims with animals. If you never played that one. Trials of Mana, the remake of Suikoden Ditsu 3.
You're just
You made that up.
driving away our
You made that up.
Japanese listeners.
That one actually is the one that I am kind of excited about. I would buy that one if I were you. Yeah, I think you would really like it. Turn-based, no, not turn-based. Action, RPG, Japanese style. They have skill trees for each character. You pick 3 characters.
He only plays 5 games.
This game, I guarantee you would like.
I do have a whirlwind, Steven.
He does have a whirlwind, yes.
Of just Star Wars games.
Things make it. What?
And Final Fantasy.
In World of Warcraft.
And World
And
of
League of
Warcraft's the
Legends.
center.
And Pokemon.
It's just toxic.
The last couple of games I got on there, Return of Obra Dinn, Rogue Company, which is a new team-based shooter from High Res Studios, which is, High Res, they do some good stuff.
Hi-Rez?
A
I
game
don't like
called
anything they like. I don't like anything they
Smite,
make.
which
Good
is
God.
amazing, everybody.
Can't even log into my account.
Tetris 99 is getting a new mode called Invictus. For the absolute best players, the
Roma
best of the best.
Invictus?
Yes, Roma Invictus from Smite, which
Smite.
is one of the best games on the PC. Everybody,
Never
made
heard of
by
it.
High
It's
Res.
Bologna.
Never heard of it.
The goddess.
Bologna. I'm telling you, you got to get in with us, man. It's
good.
You guys got really hard into it after League of Legends, right? You
yeah.
played League of Legends like a couple times, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
this
played
isn't
League of Legends once. I think it was the tutorial. I knew the game sucked right away.
Did
I
we
stopped.
play? I know you played a couple, and you were Dr. Mundo, and you
Yeah.
were fucking
But see,
ridiculous.
it's only because I liked action shots. But then,
Aaron!
But then when I found a game that was all action stuff,
Again,
woo,
I did jump on with you guys, and I did really like it. And it was, I bought all the characters, and I got all the future characters, and I was stoked on that. I don't like the point of view. That bothers me. I do like the god aspect of it. The point of view. I hate the point of view. I don't know what's
You don't
happening.
like third person?
No.
Over the shoulder?
Not from that. I don't like it. For
Well,
MOBAs, I don't like it.
Pulled back.
For MOBAs, I don't like it.
to me, it's a strategic thing, though. It's a strategy thing when it comes to this specific MOBA. I will
Focus
say
on what's in front of
when
you.
it was
exactly.
to be honest with you, when it's the actual arena, when it's the whatever 5v5 and you're just in the arena,
That's what we play.
dope.
Yeah, that's all
I'm
we-
not
that's all
fucking with it.
Yeah, it's the only game we play.
Well, when I started doing the 3-on-3, the 3 lanes, I kind of like that. Didn't know surprises really.
They changed it so
The 5-lane one,
the 5-lane one is garbage.
I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
we don't play that.
I'm
though.
getting attacked from all fucking corners. But then I couldn't log in for like 2 years, so I was like, fuck this game.
You got to fix that because we got to get.
I can't even uninstall it.
They,
I can't even patch it. It just says you're fucked. I'm not buying a new computer so I can play goddamn Smite.
Gotta get back on that with us. That is with the.
Is it on Switch?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it is
fucking
actually. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
It's on every single
It is on
console.
every-
in
I-
your
I forgot.
house.
I downloaded it on my Switch and it took up too much space, so I deleted
You're
it.
horrible because it's cross-platform, right? I could have swore like on Xbox at least it's cross-platform.
It was free, so I downloaded it and then I tried to get something else, and it was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of Smite because I haven't played it.
I think you got to get because Smite gets full crossplay support on everything
but
the PS4.
Yeah.
So you got to get it, bro. So we can get back on there. You can get on your Xbox, use a controller like God intended instead of the mouse and keyboard.
Still haven't played on a controller either.
You get that's the way
And
to go.
I only had played on we only played like a dozen times
Yeah,
maybe.
you did. And you know what's crazy? Your character that you still played, Kaluka Khan.
He was Ao Kwang. I don't like the change.
Well,
I don't like the
Alquan,
racist change.
If you want to play Ao Quan, you be playing a mage assassin, and you don't want that. You want what you played before, Kaluka Khan. Very relevant still. Still
I
relevant.
thought he sucked.
No. They nerfed his tornadoes a while back.
The Mighty Storm.
But they bring it back. Yeah, now they brought it back around. He came back around.
I was excited. I was excited when I played that. I was like, I'm good with this guy. I like
You
it.
need to play it again with us. We need to get another session. You, me, Steven, Jerry. Who do we don't have enough? We don't have a fifth, do we?
No.
Yeah, we don't. Okay. Four's fine. We'll carry somebody.
Yeah. And then the rando.
Yeah, and then
Maybe
the
you.
random guy.
Maybe you.
And maybe you, the listener.
Maybe you, listener.
Because actually, what I do plan to do, because on the 24th, I believe, FIFA 20 is coming out. Or FIFA 19, maybe.
Adam only plays one game.
Yeah, you only play one game.
Fucker only talks about FIFA.
But what we're going to do is, or what I'm going to do at least, is I'm going to start playing with some of the viewers. I was like, if you guys get it on Xbox One, I'm starting an online club. You guys can join, and we will play. And whenever I do
I feel like
the streams for
foosball
it.
is more entertaining.
How dare you? How dare you?
Because it's the same concept, right? Just one person controls, what is it, 9 characters? What is it?
You're horrible. There's 11 people on each side of the team.
That's too many people.
What are you talking about? It's football.
That's 22 people running around just dying.
Is football the same thing?
You're talking to the wrong guy. I don't
Oh,
want
exactly. You're terrible. You're a horrible human being.
Sport ball.
Horrible human being. So anyway,
Esports.
there's
Woo!
a
So
lot
is
of-
that the one where you carry the lightsaber and you go into battle? And that's
Yeah, you know the best sport was basketball
Get the
when
fuck
they
outta here.
it was they combined sports. It was
remember
football
basket.
players playing baseball. They would tackle each other when they were about to catch
I
it.
never got the rules, and I remember they tried to make it a thing, like an actual thing in real life, basketball. Yeah, I remember them trying to do that. It wasn't going to catch on.
The best.
I was like, thanks, South Park guys,
The
but
best.
it's not going to
Matt
catch
Stone and Trey Parker.
on. Yeah. Thanks for the good movie.
My parents.
Decent movie, actually. Decent.
I really liked it.
Decent.
Orgasmo was
I just
decent.
remember him snorting it was like his mom's foot scrapings or
Oh,
something.
it was the they went to their high school reunion, and the lady who threw the party, the girl who threw the party, her mom's vibrator was in the top, and he was all smelling, and he's all just like, oh yeah, and then the panties, he was sniffing them, and he's like, what are you doing in my mom's room? He's like, what? And he stretches them out, and they're like 10 feet long.
We are grossly
Tangents
off.
number 6.
We are
Woo!
grossly onto something disgusting. So
Steven started it.
Gross.
that is
I
yeah,
talked about him snorting some foot scrapings. And you went into Panty Town.
that's
You said snort, and they were snorting some panties.
and I think that was it. And then
World of Warcraft.
Doom 64 re-releasing on the
Like for the night.
Yay.
yeah. So there you go.
Some flashbacks, but I want to touch on WoW real quick.
That's gross.
Because I got time.
Ask his permission.
I got time, Riff. I got time.
You got time. But I mean, what do you want to talk about?
Show. Just pause it.
I mean, I think I was going to touch on it earlier with all the games that are being just remade or just like throwing it out there saying, cool. They're making a shit ton of money right now.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. To do whatever project. I don't know if they're going to.
They're not going to do anything else.
I don't know what
is
they're
just
planning on
fun
doing. But they're just going to make that money and
Overwatch
just quit.
2.
They're going to stop.
No, they're just going to keep making money. And then think about it. Okay, so
These
Blizzard,
bastards just.
the company Blizzard, what other games what new IPs are they going to come out with? Because they're not going to, they
Diablo
know
4 is coming out here pretty quick.
Diablo 4? Where'd you get that
Pretty
news?
quick.
Yeah, where'd you get that
Yeah.
news from?
Dude, you know how long it took for Diablo 3 to come out? They're going to ride
do
this
your-
train for like
do your
another
Googles.
15 years.
Do your Googles.
Yeah, I just looked at it. Yeah, it says Overwatch 2, Diablo 4 release dates may be teased at BlizzCon 19. Maybe. And
That's the headline every
that's,
year.
yeah, exactly. It's the
Since-
same
So
thing.
what are we
Diablo
arguing
3
about
came
then?
We're
Clearly it says
terrible.
19, and
Yeah.
we're still in 19.
It's not. And even on the freaking thing, it says
You know
Diablo
what?
4, rumored.
From the
to be
same
in
people
development.
that tell me that Joker's going to be shit with all the hot
We
sex
didn't
it's
touch
getting
on
right
that
now.
at all, did we?
We did last time, and you guys are like, "Oh, it's hot garbage. It's a piece of shit."
No, I said I don't want it. Because remember when you asked, he was like, are you going to...
Can you play back that whole
Hold
episode
on, let me
real
go
quick?
ahead and get that tape queued up for you. I said, I don't know what it's going to be. I just like I don't want it.
He
Like
said
why do
it's
I?
not his Joker.
No, I didn't say it was my Joker
It's not my president.
because it's
Not my-
we all know
not my Joker.
my Joker is the Latin guy from the Adam West series. That
Don't shave that mustache.
did not shave his mustache.
Do not
Decided
say
to
shave
keep
that
it. Yes.
mustache.
But no. It's just I see that it's getting a whole bunch of positive reviews from whoever. I don't.
Everybody.
Let's not say everybody.
So I think it only has like a 70 on Rotten Tomatoes, which I find hilarious because it's like, yeah, still fresh. And I'm like, okay, all right. And I'm looking at all the reviews on it, and it's all, it seems like everything is saying it's amazing. And I normally go check and see how many people say it. Like if it's at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes and you go to the comment section and a billion people say it sucks, I for the most part know it's being fluffed. But if there's hella people on there just like it's at a 70, people are like, dude, this movie's actually really good. I think everyone should see it and enjoy it. They tried to do something different. And that's all I cared about is that they were making it its own, not trying to just be like, all right, here you go. Let's just make this movie because we can make it. They weren't doing like a Han or a Solo kind of movie. Like we just make it to make it and then fucking did terrible. So I just didn't like how you guys were bashing the shit out of it, and I was hopeful for it, and you guys were like,
I'll bash whatever.
Hey, first of
I
all,
wanna bash.
fuck you and fuck the Joker movie. We out.
I'm trying to find that thing that you sent us in the chat room where it showed kind of the little reviews or whatever on it, right? Mm-hmm. Where it said, oh, here it is right now. Masterpiece, instant classic, all these type of things, 5-star from all these different publications and stuff like that. They got to see it at that pre-screening.
Wasn't it like Italy or something?
it wasn't Han, but I forgot.
Where they always stand up and clap after movies.
8-minute standing ovation.
But like,
Yeah, because when you stand and get
Yeah, I think they did that to
minutes,
Death
you get a free
to
soda.
Smoochie too. Same thing.
I fucking love that movie.
okay, so I mean,
It was a joke.
no. I'm
was
talking about
joking, Aaron.
these artistic type of movies. That's what this thing is. I saw somebody. I saw somebody compare this one to that Robert De Niro movie, where he was a comedian as well, and he had like.
Oh yeah, I forgot what the fuck. Me and Co-
But like that's what I've seen people compare this to. Like it's like
That's probably why he's in it.
yeah, it's probably the nod to it. Yeah, it's definitely the nod to it. But it's just like. Are you what? I don't know. Maybe because I'm stuck on the fact that comic book movies feel like they shouldn't. Like I don't feel like I need a one-off comic book movie anymore unless it links to something.
you only
greater.
want a Justice League, is what you want.
No. Like it should
You want
be
an Avengers.
It should be hint. Like he's never going to be in anything else. There's never going to be a movie about Batman where this character.
There's no sequel
is
to
the
this. There's
background.
no.
There's nothing. It's a one
Yeah,
and
I'm
done.
fine with that.
It's a contained universe on its own. Not even a contained universe. It's a contained city on its own. It's one and done. It's gone. But I'm like, I feel like comic books are bigger than that. Than to just have one shots and be done with those universes. Especially if it's something that's popular and people like it. Because they'll do stuff like that. They'll do a one shot and then they'll gauge reaction from people. And if they do like it, they'll bring that character back in something.
It's written like a one shot, but
yeah,
if
but
it succeeds, they're gonna force a sequel on you.
yeah,
And that's probably not gonna be as good.
So again, we've talked about it many times. I hate when they make a movie just because, like, dude, we have to ride this train while we can. Whoever wrote it had no idea they were going to be writing a second one. Just said, all right, for shits and giggles, here they go. Did amazing, and then boom, they shit out of nothing. But I don't know. I watch movies, and I have always watched movies just to watch them and enjoy them.
Entertain you.
I have always stayed away from movies that I didn't hear anything about or that I didn't know. That's the same thing with games. I try to stick in my own universe. I try not to, like, I guess, waste my time with something. That's my mindset. For the most part, if I see a trailer or if I hear feedback, I'll ride the train on anything. This movie's going to be terrible. This movie's going to be amazing. This one was. I was already hopeful for Joaquin Phoenix to do well. Like, I don't know why. I was thinking about that earlier today.
He needs this
Brendan Fraser and Joaquin Phoenix. Two people that I've like in movies.
I thought you wanted Brendan Fraser to be the Joker.
Oh hell yeah! No, again. No, I just like that. I think that they have been in many movies, or they have been in movies that I have thoroughly enjoyed, and I enjoyed them as an actor. And then when I hadn't seen them in a while or hadn't seen anything good, I'm like, you know what? They deserve better. They deserve to be in something. And so for Joaquin Phoenix, I was like, that's dope that he would be doing this because I think he can do very well. Because I like when method actors do something like this, where they literally have to just portray a bunch of different people, because that's essentially what he's doing, going through the depression, going through being in the in the best times of his life. It looks like he had there in a couple of scenes and stuff like that. And I like that fall and that kind of rise up, and I think he could do that well. You're looking at it from the standpoint of like they're gonna ruin something that I love. They're gonna ruin
not something that I love. Because I'll give it to that Joker is one of my favorite villains, but I feel like they're not the thing about the Joker that's good is he has the randomness of you don't know where he's coming from, and they're going to try to give that to him, and they've done it in the comic books and it was successful there, but they've already gone through and been like, well, that's not canon, or they may have said that's canon. Even if they do, they have stuff in the future where Joker is like, I could be a guy that just had the bad day. I could have just been a bus driver that decided to turn into Joker. I could have been a pizza delivery guy that life was perfect and I just decided to turn into Joker. You don't know what I am, but I think this is going to give. It's like for me with horror movies, the scarier thing is not knowing. Once I see the monster, then it's not scary anymore. Right. So that's how I feel like with this Joker. It's like I don't need this. If they did a thing, and I say it all the time, if they did a thing where they just showed me the day in and day out of the established Joker, his madness of how he goes through and how he deals with how am I going to mess with that Batman or how am I going to mess with the city, I would love that type of thing. I don't need an origin story for chaos. I don't need that because chaos should be just that. Chaos.
Chaos is the ladder.
I was fucking gonna say that.
Yeah. Give it.
I don't.
Give it up.
I don't know what
Give it
that's
up.
from.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Little finger.
Good Lord.
I don't know.
Just bone already.
How do you know we haven't?
Sheesh. But
Thank you.
That's the thing. Yeah. So I think that's where I'm coming from. Like when I eventually watch this movie, I'm going to try to go as unbiased as I can into this thing. I'm not going to be like, okay, this is going to be garbage or whatever.
Back to clips you guys have, things you guys have said.
But this is what you can go from now because this is what I'm saying now. So I'm going to watch the movie and I'm going to try to give it the unbiased opinion. But I kind of feel like it's going to be Jessica Jones season 3. And if you've watched that and you've seen the main villain in that one, I think that's what they're going to go for. That's my opinion, though.
I've just always hoped that it is good. I just want it to be good, and everything that I've seen I've enjoyed so far, and I'm hopeful for. But what I don't like is because God, every time I looked online, people are just like, it's gonna be bad because it's gonna be bad. There's no way it can be good. It has no element of being good. Nothing's about it's gonna be good. And then when I talk to you guys, and you guys both have the same mindset. It's like no, it's not. They're not gonna do it well. They're trying to do too much. They're trying to make it a Oscar worthy or whatever. And I'm like, just want it to be good. Just hope it's gonna be good. I hope he portrays. Well enough that I can enjoy the film. Everything else can suck, but I think if he does a good job, then I'll enjoy it.
Well, there you have it, everybody.
Yay.
That's where
All
we're at.
right.
That's fine. I didn't want an opinion.
Oh, did you want to say something?
No, it's cool. Let's just go on to the next fucking thing.
Well,
I like this whole episode. I've been quiet because fucking Dingus over here wants to talk about Knights of the Old bullshit. I don't care, and then I don't get a say for anything. That's cool.
Well, Steven, how about you close out the show then?
It's cool. So fuck you and your Joker movie. We out. That's it.
Fuck your chicken strips.
What is that from?
What's that from?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's from Vine.
Okay. I've never seen that.
Chicken strips.
So, that was it. I think we
that's
covered everything.
hilarious.
We did the Star Wars stuff. We did the Nintendo Direct stuff, and then we closed it out
We
with
talked
the
about
Joker
Spirits Within again,
reactions.
so we got that on the board.
I'm glad that's
Buscemi's making money every time we say it.
on record as being bad. So, it's Adam
He's
buying
the only one
the
making
10th ticket.
Trying to think who else is in that.
because nobody's making money up.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even know anybody else that's in
I'm
that.
trying to remember.
Keith David, is he in it?
Probably, because he was in every goddamn movie.
Hey, I love Keith David. He's
He could do no wrong in
Yeah,
my.
he can.
Nah, I lied.
what?
He did there was a
Tales from the Hood
Jessica Connelly? No, Jennifer Connelly. There's a Jennifer Connelly movie where they did it and it ruined me forever.
Keith David?
Yeah, just
Keith David had that?
Jessica Connelly?
it ruined me. I was like, I can't see it because he's always that like old man, just like
Hey, I don't think he's
the way that he is in Barbershop.
Wait, are you
that's
saying,
the way.
Are you saying Goliath can't get that?
Jessica Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly.
Oh, Jennifer Connelly.
They're like the same age. That's fine.
What?
They're like the same age.
Jennifer Connelly. I'm trying to look at a picture of her real quick.
From
You could
Labyrinth?
put Keith David in the role in Labyrinth. Couldn't even tell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He can do a great many thing,
I love Keith.
but him
Keith
being with a
David.
woman is not something I want to
I love
see.
Keith David to death. I like no
You don't want
lie.
to see him use his Frank's.
I even oh god,
Frank Frisbee?
I even
But see, I can see but who is he with in that movie? Who was his wife in that movie? And there's something about Mary.
Frank.
Because
it was
it was somebody that she's been on like sitcoms and stuff, and I knew who she was when I saw her.
just
And
that old white woman.
but
wasn't it?
I instantly was like, that's a good pairing right there. Like Keith David and that white woman. Oh yeah, like I could see that.
That's terrible.
Yeah, the Beans by the Franks and all that stuff.
This-
I could see that going down.
This ruined me. I'm
Jennifer
sorry.
Connelly though.
No, right?
That after looking at Jenny, Jenny,
Oh god.
joy, oh joy. That was not. But I love Keith David.
Again,
I'm glad I don't have to watch
I
that
even liked
movie.
him in
Martian
Pitch
Ghost?
Black,
I,
and he was like the most.
good.
He was the most random, not essential character. I was like, you know what? I like him. He's got the He's got the
But he
wisdom.
lived
Well, yeah, you can't.
until the sequel.
I don't know.
But we don't talk about the sequel.
And he was in The Thing.
Yeah, he was. He was the thing.
He also survived.
And he lived.
No, he was the thing. He was the thing at the end.
Yes, but
He didn't survive. He's dead.
the actor was alive at the end of the
Terrible.
movie.
They all were alive.
They
at the
did.
end.
Well, you didn't see him. You don't know. Wilford Brimley didn't make it.
That's terrible.
It's because he got the diabetes.
God rest his soul. Is he dead? Yeah, I don't know.
I
Wilbur.
swear to God, we should do a section. We should do a. Oh my God, we should do a section or go whatever the hell you want to fucking call it, a feature.
Segment? Is
Segment,
what
that
you're
one. Segment. Every goddamn show about is he dead? It should be called "Is he dead?"
I need to actually figure out if Wilford Brimley is dead because
I think he died in like '84.
he actually put out a movie called The Natural in '84. He's alive.
There's no fucking
Yeah,
way.
He's
He's
84
fighting-
years old. He is
fighting
alive.
diabetes.
I fucking called it '84.
God,
Look at that.
God bless that man.
Ow! Who the hell did I hit?
Diabetes in the chin.
Oh
That's
my
what he
God.
Diabetes.
Keep on leaving. You're living, sir. Not leaving. Don't leave us.
Yep.
Leave. All right. So,
I mean,
Fights
to
with
overcome
things.
being named Wilford,
Him
that's
and
to live
Betty
a
White.
good life.
and be named Wilford. Yeah.
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah. Oh man, you.
Who the hell did I hit?
Don Rickles died. That's the other guy. I don't know why I get those two.
The most
confused.
racist person. Well, not racist person,
Rickles
but
was, he gets a slide.
yeah.
He's good. He's good. He's comedy. He's comedy gold. He's Rickles.
Yeah. Have you watched his was it the Fire Club? What is that shit called? The where the one guy sits down, goddamn Trump did it. They sit you down.
Apprentice?
The roasting.
Oh, the roast. Yeah.
Have you seen his roasts?
No. Wait, where he roasts people or him being roasted? No. Oh yeah, no.
He roasts people. Does not hold back.
Of course, he's Wilford.
He's
Brimley.
Wilford Brimley. Said of course. Wilford Brimley never holds back. He beats all the women. That's what he does.
No, I would think Don Rickles, the king of insults. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I saw him do an interview with Zach Galifianakis on YouTube, and
Between Two Friends, was it
no, that movie actually looks pretty good. You got to watch the trailer. for
Really?
that.
with McConaughey?
Yeah.
Really? You want to watch that?
I do kind of.
I have not watched an episode. I have not seen any of that stuff at all, but I watched the Matthew McConaughey part.
What's that Johnny Knoxville movie? Bad Grandpa? That's exactly what it looks like.
You know what got me is when he was doing the interview with Benedict Cumberbatch, and he called them benefit
Lumberjacks?
lumberjacks. When he said that, I was like, benefit lumberjacks. That is your name from now on. So I'm not calling you anything else.
I love that he's already been made aware of that, and he owns them.
You got to roll with it. And see, on that, and like with Between Two Ferns, why I like it is because he digs deep into people's problems.
I feel like of course they're all in on it, right? I mean,
They gotta be.
and I'm like, if
If
they
not,
are,
then it's like,
that's
how's he
really
not punched?
that's really cool of them that they're in on it, because that's like
Brad
they say
Pitt
some
one,
shit.
the Brad Pitt one, where he was talking about the whole cheating and everything like that, and he got in on it. I was like, ooh, why are you sitting and taking this? Like,
I thought, because he did the Obama one, right? He
did Obama.
I was like, okay, this one is 100% has to be staged. But I watched the other ones. I'm like, I feel like they don't
they didn't
know what's happening.
Yeah.
But
Well, no. What's his name from The Office? He definitely knew.
Steve Carell?
Steve Carell's was.
Yeah, because they had like a little like they were going to fight, right?
Yeah. That was staged.
Yeah, I
But
think-
Brad Pitt's was real.
I think that was the one.
Brad Pitt's was real. Yeah, that was real.
Yeah, I don't care for him.
What? You don't care for the movie?
The Between Two Ferns.
Yeah,
thing.
I could.
I'm like,
My life goes on with that. If I don't see
So
it.
it's the Joker for me. Is that what this is?
I guess.
You guys are terrible.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't go out of my way to watch it. I don't care for it.
I just feel like the comics,
Vibrating
you know,
phone
I
with
just.
that,
I don't think they can make a sequel of it,
Mine's
and I don't
some
think it's a
1,000
universe I
atoms
want to
past.
see. You know,
You know what? How do I mute you and plug your crap?
Calling it now. The Joker movie is going to be like Venom.
Ooh.
if it is, it is. But again,
No,
you've been negative the entire time about it.
Whatever,
I've been
whatever.
positive about it. So
Go watch Tall Girl on Netflix, everybody, when it comes out. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, is that the movie about them picking on the tall girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on, was that a guess?
No, it's a legit movie.
I know, but did you know that already, or was that a shot in the dark? Because I feel like either could have been fine.
50 shot there. I mean,
No, I heard.
Is that the one about the big bitch?
So that's a huge bitch.
That's exactly what it should be. Oh my god!
but it looks like a hard one.
But in all seriousness,
movie.
tall people do suffer daily from
Said bad knees and
Don't
arthritis
bully.
and bad backs.
and more rain.
It actually looks. It's a teen. What do you call those? Like
Drama?
preteen drama type of thing. Yeah, that's basically
Of course,
what it is.
because
But
As soon as you said teen, I was like,
the trailer pissed me off because it's like.
tall girl. Tall
No,
girl.
like
It's
of course they're making fun of the tall girl. That's the whole premise of the thing.
it's the
And
movie where they
it's
say
her-
"tall girl" every sentence.
It's hard for
so
her.
you're the tall girl.
Terrible.
I hate tall girls.
It's hard for her to, of course, fit in or whatever. But then, like, some Swedish guy comes in and he's tall.
He's a troll.
And no.
He has the vagina. Is that what you said?
No.
That is a callback.
But
to like one of our-
she's got like the popular hot sister that's like, the prom queen type of
So
chick.
I'm average height girl.
And then she's got a short guy that's into her.
Is Bagel Boss?
Tell me
He's
these are all their
he's like
names.
that.
These
Yes,
are all
that's
their
all their names. Yeah, that's all their names. All the characters' names. But he's like into her, and he's like genuinely like a nice guy. He's like, I don't care.
Is
if
it played
you're
by
tall.
Seth Green?
That would be terrible. He needs work. But like he's genuinely into her. But then Swedish guy comes in and like steals the show, and then it just looks like that's what they're leaning it towards.
Because he's taller guy.
Yeah, because he's taller guy. And I was like, that's kind of jacked up. Dude's been short for the longest. He has to deal with that. Like, he has to deal with being short in his life. He kind of gets
I
it.
said, how do you do it?
Yeah, like, he kind of gets it. He can't read cereal. Like, what's he going to do?
They would make a diabolical team. I'm telling you.
Exactly. They would complement each other. But it just, I don't know. It kind of...
It's the comedic version of the air up
I
there.
can't tell if this is a serious movie or not.
I think it's a serious movie. I don't think it's a comedy. I think it's a...
It's got teens in it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
don't care for it.
funny. I mean, watch
Don't-
it. Tall girl, everybody. You watch it on
Don't
the
bully
Netflix.
people, guys.
Yeah, don't bully people. Not to their face.
That's why we have the internet.
Exactly.
To
So
go
they can
shit
sit
talk
behind a
everybody.
keyboard.
Bully the bullies. Like,
just-
Oh,
you
my
gonna dunk
God.
his head in the toilet like that?
Trolls.
I wouldn't have done that.
Trolls.
Swedish trolls. Online trolls.
Just bringing it all back around. That's how it happens. That's how it happens. I don't even know why I watched that trailer too. Like, it was just on there. And I
no
was
idea.
just like, tall girl. Click.
And you happen to keep it to memory. And that was going to be your closing statement. All right, everybody. Tall girl. Click.
It came to mind.
Came in a dream.
Because it was Netflix. And I was like, there's nothing to watch on Netflix. And then that trailer came out, and I was like, oh, okay.
He said, add to queue.
It played the whole, because I was like, it played the whole movie. Like, I hate when trailers do that type of stuff. When you're watching the whole thing just from a 2-minute clip. So, whatever.
Short guy still in the friend zone, huh?
He sure was. At the end of the trailer, he was embedded in
This
there.
was all in the 2-minute trailer?
Yeah, I promise you. It was
felt
in
like you
the
watched it.
No, I didn't. It's not even out. That's why I'm saying they put the whole thing in there. She gets a whole makeover from her older sister, and the mean girl pranks her by calling her and with a Swedish accent, like, "Hey, I want to go out on a date." He's like, "Yeah, I'd love to," and then she's like, "No, it's like it's me. I'm a mean girl," and I was like, "All right,
I hope they talk like this, too.
you're 6'7".
I'm the hamburger artist.
Just Aaron in different outfits recording himself. No, I'm so tall.
I'll tell you right now, if it's not, I'm gonna be devastated. I just want to see. I'm the tall girl. I'm the short guy,
Aaron's like, hello, I'm from Sweden.
and I want to see like the whole like you're on your knees, like holding your hand, like as the tall.
I'm the short guy.
Oh my god!
It's just Aaron.
I have to see that movie now. If we don't recreate that movie with you as everybody,
I feel like it needs to be just a stage play.
I want there to be director's commentary, and you play the director and every from the fucking crew too. It would be the best. Malkovich.
It's terrible because I seen the trailer, so I can imagine myself in all those roles. You guys have it.
I just want to see the little
my
kids
gosh.
with your face just imposed on them. Little kids eating ice cream in the background, and he's them too.
Oh
It's
Lord!
just Aaron in like
He's
deep fake. Just in the background.
What's sad is there are no black people in this whole movie.
Well, then you spice it up for half the world.
Oh man, it's the Swede version of the movie.
Oh my gosh!
It's just Aaron.
That's
The
horrible.
best.
That is horrible. Oh my gosh! Tall Girl, everybody, go watch it on Netflix because
Because I'm starring in it.
Aaron Carter.
And the credits roll. And it just says tall girl, Aaron Carter. Short guy, Aaron Carter. Special thanks goes out to Aaron Carter.
Written, directed, Aaron Carter.
Oh my god.
somebody worked hard on this movie that we had crapping.
And we
on
just
there.
spiced it
We
up.
said nothing bad. We've been saying everything bad about you.
Terrible. Yeah, you guys are horrible.
Nothing wrong with Toby.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. We've been going for almost 2 hours here. Oh, actually, it's only an hour and 15 minutes. But, whatever.
I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, we give him a little extra because we've been missing out on the dailies. We don't do dailies anymore, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The world changes, people evolve, and so do we. But we got other projects coming up, working on a website, so you guys can go and see all those projects in one local place. That'll be kind of cool. The BYLO network is always, trying to give you everything you need to know before you log off. What else we got? We have no events. We're just kind of working, right?
Yeah, are we doing...
The Borderlands stream.
Oh.
We're going to do the Borderlands 3 stream.
That might have to wait until like Monday.
When does the game come out?
The 14th.
Oh, you're out of town,
I'll be
right?
out of town.
You're out of town? Okay, no problem. There's other games.
There's things.
There's the tall girl.
This trees.
Go binge this goddamn tall girl.
It's a movie.
Someone's been talking about it all.
He's going to watch it in like 5-minute clips.
I'm going
He's
YouTube.
not gonna be able to
I'm
hold
gonna
his
go on
shit.
YouTube.
Because he's just going to put a picture of your face.
Oh, that's horrible. Just keep moving.
I see Terry Crews as He-Man with the He-Man hair for some reason. That's what I see. That's what I see.
That's terrible. That's terrible. All right, everybody. So let's wrap this
Oh
up
my
then.
God.
For the internationally known Steven Gutierrez, Adam PC,
Hello.
I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that's enough internet for today.